Okay, welcome back to Case Closed, Anime Review episode 99.5. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, didn't you already just do a Case Closed video reviewing newest episode of the anime? Well, I did, and I did not want to make this a 100 episode series. I'm saving that for this coming weekend with the next episode. This one, I'm reviewing the two newest chapters of the manga. Because I forgot to check previously about see if in fact these two chapters were in fact released, and they were. What was actually just last week? Yep. Alright. The two newest chapters. First one is chapter 1094, A Light in the Darkness. Now I should point out that we're still in the FBI serial investigation case. And we're already halfway through it. There's effectively after I talk about the next chapter, which will be 1065, there is one more chapter left of this arc. And that's it. Excuse me. Alright, so chapter starts out with Carmel surviving an explosion basically he was in. And we see Jody, where he's communicating with him, and he's swimming to the shore. Where he basically is in hiding from the Black Organization. You see everybody just watching all this. So I mentioned basically about the brick, but where it's not a first sea fortress or a second sea fortress, there's a brick wall, English bound, alternates between rows, maybe wide bricks. Basically, it's what it is they describe basically the brick. And then pretty much Aki comes in, basically disguised as Amuro, the Aki, or he's actually Shimuru. Yeah, we're his voice choker. Yeah, in case you're curious though, when the heck this thing showed up? This thing showed up when they showed this thing off because when he showed up as Shu, he's like, oh yeah, he just happens to make, and this thing was made by Agasa, and it's something though he's never patented this. And the thing is, this is something quite strange though it comes to Agasa. Half the time he makes inventions, they stop working after a while. But in the case of this is constantly worked. So, even though he's plainly looked like he's pretty much in his disguise, and, well, the FBI already know he's alive anyways, but the Black Organization doesn't. So, he's wearing the disguise and the voice choker. I'm like, put on a freaking scarf or something, at least hide it. When you're in public, hopefully he does. So, look up, we have Sichi's beautiful mother basically bringing him out. And Carmel just basically walking about. He makes a campfire. One hiding from the Black Organization. And then we have Jin and Vodka coming up on the Black, driving around the Black Frog looking for him. And we see Vermouth and Rena. Her name is Chidi. Yeah, it's basically Rena. She's sister of one of the characters who did appear in the series, but he disappeared. Yeah, they actually wrote the character out for some reason. Yeah, where he basically joined the CIA, just like his parents and his sister. And she's basically undercover CIA. She's not FBI, she's pretty much CIA. And they actually figured this out during the Red and Black case, which was the longest case of the entire series, both for the manga and the anime. In the anime, this took up 14 episodes. Damn, that's when they figured out that she was basically, I mean, yeah, they knew she was part of the Black Organization, but no one knew she was actually a double agent. Yep, she was actually CIA. And we see Carmel basically on the shoreline using the fire to basically dry up his clothes. And, of course, you have Shu basically driving around. And then we see Jin basically spotting possibly, well, oh yeah, and also Shu is basically driving around in Professor Gauss's car, and then Jin basically possibly spots him. So like, what's wrong? Fire. Oh, it's not that. He basically spots fire on the island. So we have two a motorcycle. I think it's the assassins following right behind him. And of course, Carmel's basically is fighting for supplies. He basically is wounded. He got a gunshot wound. I think it was just in the last chapter. And then we see Shu basically just looking about, trying to find where he is. And Carl basically puts on like mud on his face to hide himself. But apparently he couldn't hide footprints. So apparently everybody is there, including the two snipers. They're just happily there. So he just takes out his gun. And it's like, okay, split search for him. And they do. Well, luckily enough that, well, I think Rena basically secretly contacts, well, he's still in contact with the American organization, and Carl basically is still in hiding. Like, it almost seems like that Vaca's about to find it, but nope, I don't think he does. And we continue on to chapter number 1065. Hunter and the Prey. Yep, next chapter is the end of this arc. Yeah, they say chapter 5 of the series. Yeah, chapter 5 of the arc. Well, Conan's basically looking at what's going on the island where the agents of the Black Organization are still searching for Carmel. And basically, he finds like a house where he just hides there. Yep. He takes a straw for coffee. And he's still in contact with Aki. Still in contact with him. And apparently, looks like that we have Korn and Vaca, where they apparently found the place he's hiding at. They apparently still haven't found him yet. If I find escape. And of course they talk, oh yeah, Jim before. Yep. They chat for a while. And possibly spot him, and they do. Yeah, they spot him. Just because he moved. Actually because of the crack in the floor. And yeah, basically shooting at the door. Though Vaca jumps out the window. Like coffee. Huh. What? So many black beans around. But he was able to get out of the place, no problem. He was able to hide basically, it looks like under leaves with a straw. And he's able to get out, no problem. Though basically they continue searching for him. They change. And of course, well, Yeshua basically wonders exactly. And Carmel still contact, he's on the ground, still hiding. And Conan points out that the island's on fire. Yep. Like, didn't he get out of there right away? And he's then spotted by Korn once again, though he's able to get to the pier. They're still running after him, and then apparently Aki basically has his sniper rifle out. And, of course, well, Korn just basically fires her gun off and shoots Carmel. This time in the frickin'... almost looked like she shot him in the frickin' heart. And it was a penetrating bullet. Possibly killing Carmel. I hope not. Yeah. I gotta say, really good chapter. Get both chapters roughly a 9 out of 10. Progressed the story really well. And can't wait for the finale for this particular arc, which next chapter of Flying Control Online is going to be the finale for this arc. Yep. So yeah, that's it for Sigil Review. Next due is Blue Exorcist. Don't worry, that is coming next, okay? To the next video. Bye.